Okay, for the bass players out there, a lesson I wish somebody would have showed me when I first started playing bass. And if you've seen my other videos, you probably noticed that I'm very interested in the work that can be done with the pentatonic scales, and I use the term like shapes a lot of times. And in any event, I think back to like the first lesson I ever got on bass, and my brother was nice enough to show me the major scale, you know, how to play that shape. And you know, I think we all know that. It's not the most well, I mean it's the foundation of so much of our music, but it's in and of itself, it's just a scale, it's just a structure. There's not a lot of musical, there's nothing really musical about it. And I think, you know, looking back, I imagine, you know, if I was gonna give somebody a tool to start working with, to start playing music and making like musical sounds, melodic sounds, you know, I'd probably, you know, touch on the major scale, but only to quickly, you know, show somebody a more usable like shape and set of shapes that, you know, you probably find yourself using a lot more in, you know, traditional, dare I say, like Western music, in so many genres of music too, from like rock to country to jazz to pop, like you name it. And I'm talking about the pentatonic scale. And when I say the pentatonic scale, I'm really talking about, you know, one scale, but it's a scale that can be used in a major or a minor. Once you've learned, you know, the pentatonic major or minor, and you learn them in their sort of different, in their different shapes, you realize they're both sort of interchangeable. They're both based on each other, actually. They're both related to each other, and I'll show you that. But I just want to demonstrate. I'm gonna play a C. So I'm just gonna play a C major drone, and, you know, play some different variations of pentatonic major and show you how they can be used to open up your fretboard and get more sort of like melodic ideas, and, you know, maybe create some like interesting motifs. And I'll go through that really quick. I'm gonna just show you. Here's the this is your C. For those of you who don't know, C major pentatonic is so it's based off the major scale. It's just not playing all the notes, just playing the first, the second, the third, the fifth, the sixth, and the eighth degrees of the major scale. I'm sure you've all heard this. Excuse me. So that's just 5 notes. I mean, we're repeating the octave at the top, so you're getting, there's 5 unique notes there. Okay. Well, you can play that because there's 5 notes. You can play that in 5 other different starting positions, and they yield like similar but unique shapes. Okay. So you've probably seen this. That shape of like moving in that fashion, you know, first finger, second, first, second, first. I shouldn't say second. First finger, third finger, first, third, and of course some will say, oh, you can play that with your pinky too. I'm talking about that box shape. Is really the same as this. It's just starting on a different interval of that pentatonic. For those of you who know modes, like it's kind of like a mode of the pentatonic major scale. But I don't want to get complicated here. It's more about, I'm playing the same notes, I'm just using a different hand position. But you'll notice in both of those, you get like 2 notes per string. And I'll get back to that in a second. Because I want to show you the different sort of variations of that same pentatonic major. So that's like, you know, starting with the C and the bass. Well, here we're just starting on the second. Same notes as this, just starting and ending on a different spot. That's a different one. This is finger 1, finger 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. 2 notes per string. So you can see there's like creates opportunities for like hammer-ons and pull-offs. Useful exercise to work on, especially if you want to get these like speedy licks and you know, chops. So I just showed you. So this is the same thing. There's your root. Where I'm going here a little bit. You're starting to put together these pieces, this idea that these shapes, 2 notes per string, start to lend themselves to like reusable patterns, musical sounding ones too. So I just showed you this third variant, right? Let me show you a fourth variant. So here we are with second, fourth, second, fourth, 1, 4. You see where I might be heading with this. And then there's the 5th variation of this. It goes, you might recognize that shape. You may have seen it played like this. This is something we learned this shape, so, you know, really early because we hear it, you know. Let's, you know, 1, 4, 1, 2, sorry, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. And then, of course, if you keep climbing, that's the 5 variations of the pentatonic. And I say pentatonic because once you learn those, you know the minor ones, and I'll prove that to you. So I'm going to play so I just played in C major there. I'm going to play in an A minor chord, okay? Maybe I should play that down here. So we just have a drone going on here. That's A minor, okay? that last variation I played you is the minor pentatonic scale. I played it up here. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. I can play that same shape an octave lower here. Or I could play here. But check this out. All of those different variations, they're all the same. Whether you're playing in major or minor, it's just what variation you start with. So I can play this, what we would say is the second variation of that minor pentatonic. The first one is this, right? So this is our minor pentatonic. 1, 3, 1, sorry, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. Second variation, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. That should look familiar. And that's actually the major pentatonic right there. So all of those different shapes I learned, that box shape, they all apply. And of course, all of those same shapes and lick ideas can be kind of applied in a similar way across these. And any of the notes you land on, they don't sort of fall off limits the same way, let's say some of the notes in the major scale may. When I say off limits, there's nothing off limits. It's just, how outside are they going to sound? Are they going to sound more like a passing tone, or are they going to sound more like a supportive tone? And this is why I think it's interesting about pentatonics in the bass is that, largely it's our job to support the harmony. And the pentatonic lends itself really well to being musical and harmonically supportive to like your major and minor type chords. And, they can be used over dominant chords, and there's a lot of applicability across. They can cover and support a lot of different harmony. But yeah, there's and so this idea of like learning those different shapes, you can start. You can start kind of like mucking around with interesting like motifs and moving them around. So anyways, I wish somebody would have showed me that 20 years ago and said, hey, learn these different 5 shapes. You're going to use them all the time. And just learn them, start playing them, noodling around with them. You're going to hear them everywhere. Anyways, that's it.